Wow, look at this. Today's a fun day, so I'm gonna go do some plant shopping at Lowe's and Home Depot. Every time I go, I find something exciting at these shops when it comes to plants. I find uncommon plants, rare plants, plants on sale, and now that we're coming into like fall time, a lot of plants are going to be on sale because they'll be clearing out a lot of houseplants for like seasonal plants. So I'm very curious to see what I can find. First thing I did was get my nails done, which I have to show. They are so cute. They're little ghosties with like little flower bows on them. They're so cute. Thanks for letting me share. So now I'm gonna go and do some plant shopping. I'm very curious to see what I can find. What inspired me is that I've been seeing other people posting what they've been finding, which always gets me hyped up. So if you've been finding good plants, leave it in the comments because it always inspires me to go do some plant shopping. And if you like planty stuff, that's all I ever post is good vibe planty stuff. So feel free to subscribe so they show up in your newsfeed. We also have a great community on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And I like to do I call it enrichment days or enrichment things where like, I get so tired of doing like just working all the time, doing the same thing all the time, whatever. So it's always fun to like go do something random, and I call it enrichment. So let's go have some enrichment together and do some plant shopping. And then if I have a haul, I'll share it at the end of the video. And then I always kind of do a rundown of the stuff I saw. So let's go do some shopping. Ooh, so many great plants here at Lowe's. I can't wait to see what they have. Right off the bat, this plant is catching my eye. It's clearly a philodendron, and it looks like a gloriosum maybe, except I think that the leaves are shaped differently than a gloriosum. A gloriosum normally has like really fat heart-shaped leaves. This looks a little bit longer to me, maybe a splendid or something like that. Let me know what you think in the comments. And it's really full basket and it's $24.98. That's a great price for such a beautiful, healthy plant. Really beautiful Monstera deliciosa. That's a very cool pot. And a really lovely calathea. Look at all the new little calatheas coming out there. It's really healthy. I'm surprised it doesn't have crisping, but some of the varieties of calathea are like just a lot easier to take care of. And this one is a ficus ruby type of rubber tree. There's lots of different varieties of this, and I like the ruby. This one doesn't have a lot of variegation or a lot of pink on it, but they usually do. Then they have a beautiful aglaonema over here. I love the red on the outside of the leaves. Looks like there's another one of the philodendron kind of hidden back here. Let me see if it says what it is. Nope, it just says philodendron. So please leave in the comments what you think this is. I'm very, very curious. Like the length of the leaves and the shape of it makes me think it's something other than gloriosum, but I don't know what it would be. Here's another ruby rubber tree, and you can see this one has more pink on it. This looks like a variegated amplisimum. I don't think it's a ginger plant. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but it looks so much like a variegated amplisimum epipremnum. Okay, after thinking about it, I definitely think these are like ginger plants or something. Although the leaves themselves look so much like my variegated amplisimum that if you were just looking at the leaf and not the like growth pattern of the plant, you would definitely think that that was a variegated amplisimum. Hidden in here, they have some like little dwarf ZZs. This is also known as a ZZ Zenzi, and it stays really compact. It's a really cute little dwarf variety. Looks like they have it in a self-watering pot. You can put some water in there. It's just so cute. And let's look at the price. It's $14.98. They also have a lot of little snake plant varieties in here. If you're looking to get a gift for somebody and I don't know, they don't know much about plants, snake plants are a great gift to get somebody because they literally are so easy. They don't need much of anything. Let's take a look up here because I've been finding some interesting stuff lately in the hanging pots. They have some fern varieties. They have pothos, red maranta. I just did a whole care video on prayer plants. Silver band maranta. Looks like a neon pothos. I found like a white stripe or a silver stripe in here recently. which was a really cool find. Whoa, here's another one of these philodendron that, like, see, that's so long. It does not look like gloriosum to me. It probably is gloriosum. It has like pinkish stems. Wow, this one's only 19 and it's so lush and full. That's a great find. They have Monstera deliciosa mixed in here, 19. Look at that cute little fenestration. Oh, but the leaf tore, but it was starting to fenestrate. If you want to encourage fenestration in your Monstera, up your light, up your humidity, but mainly light. And make sure you're fertilizing, you know, because the leaves, it will only fenestrate once the leaves get to a decent size. Beautiful red philodendron there. Let's see what's down here. We have some philodendron varieties mixed in here. This looks like a green princess. And these are $14.98. Snake plant. Another one of the dwarf ZZ plants. Green philodendron. Philodendron Birkin. Has some cute little variegation there. Bird's nest fern. Fiddle leaf fig. Oh, they have an ant plant mixed in here. That's an interesting find. Yeah, so much cool stuff. What's down here? Looks like this Monstera deliciosa got a little bit messed up, maybe with shipping. But there's a peperomia in there that's pet friendly. Bird's nest fern, pet friendly. Money tree, pet friendly. Another fern variety, pet friendly. Monstera deliciosa is not, but then the ponytail palms over here are pet friendly. Oh, they have a Homalonema selby. And they have it here for 20 bucks. It's a good deal. Anytime that you're like gonna make your own soil, like a really great soil recipe is a 50% standard potting mix to help retain moisture. And then you could get something like this for like $5, and it's the orchid potting mix. And just make sure in the photograph it has like all this stuff. It has the perlite, it has charcoal, it has the bark. And then do like 50% this mixed in with your soil, and that's the perfect soil blend for all of your aroids, you know, your philodendrons, your anthuriums, you know, they'll just love it. Anything that needs a well-draining soil mixture, which are most of the plants that we bring home. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is the orchid I just saw wild in Costa Rica, and I was trying to figure out what kind it is. Nodosa hybrid. Isn't it so pretty? Wow. They have like exotic orchids now. $17.98. That's a good deal on Cacti orchids. Wow, how pretty is that one? I didn't know that Lowe's was starting to carry like, you know, interesting orchid varieties. Not interesting, but like different varieties than say just your standard Phalaenopsis orchids. White Laturiate Dendrobium. Beautiful. I wonder if that's a good find for $17. Let me know in the comments. And then up here we have some different philodendron. Looks like a heartleaf philodendron, $24.98. There's another prayer plant, Maranta. Philodendron Brazil, Maranta. Another philodendron Brazil. Maranta, prayer plants. Fern. Wow, an absolutely beautiful philodendron Brazil. Pretty sure this one's Brazil. Yeah, it's definitely Brazil. I was thinking for a minute when I saw some of these leaves, I was like, maybe. But no, it's definitely philodendron Brazil, 20 bucks. And then they have a huge golden pothos here, 20 bucks as well. Really healthy. Ooh, this plant here is really standing out to me. They have this gorgeous Rex begonia. $8.98. Look at that. It's so pretty and healthy and big. Look at those red stems. So Rex begonias are great plants. They like consistent watering, so they don't like to be dried out. Just put the little thing back in there. You can see they have it in like a little self-watering pot. That's perfect for begonias because it keeps it consistently moist. If they do dry out, they will crisp up and they will flop over. However, begonias are great because you can just like literally just trim them back and they'll come right back with enough light and watering. So Yeah, Rex begonias are great plants. This looks like a Mandula pothos. Let's see. Mandula pothos. It's very dry, so I'm gonna put the little wick down there so it can get some water. They have some fern varieties. And then up here I see a Syngonium, $5.98. So these are smaller pots. These look more like 3.5-inch pots. Cute little peperomia. Peperomia are pet friendly. Then there's Dracaena over there. Down here I don't see anything that's really standing out to me. Some more of the big, beautiful plants, $19.98 on this gorgeous philodendron Brazil. Then we have a marble queen, which is one of my all-time favorite pothos varieties, and she's a beauty. Golden pothos and marble queen pothos. And there's a money tree here, so beautiful. Some little Dracaena. Oh look, they have philodendron tortum. Philodendron tortum is one of the Costa Farms releases that were really uncommon for a very long time. Like, you could not get your hands on them, and then if you could, it was a couple $100s. Now you can find them at, you know, Lowe's, like I am today, for 20 bucks, which was very exciting for us plant collectors. And, you know, to have access to these plants for much more affordable prices. This one can be tricky. And so when you do, you know, find it at the store, and if you're considering bringing it home, just check that the roots look good and you don't see any pests on there. And if you see like a lot of yellowing, maybe don't bring it home. I have a feeling this one likes consistent watering and can be susceptible to root rot. So if you're seeing a lot of yellowing leaves, maybe hold off on it. But it's such an interesting philodendron because it just does not look like a regular philodendron to me. And the leaves are so thick. It's just really cool. Have some more snake plants. These have a lot of yellow and green. They're absolutely beautiful, and they are $15. Wow, I mentioned that ruby rubber trees are one of my favorite varieties, and they have some nice size ones here. Look at them. This one is $29, which I think is a good deal on that. Very curious what this one is, because it has like dark philodendron leaves, but then it has white variegation on the stems. White night philodendron. I don't know about that. Maybe, because these look similar. So yeah, white night philodendron, beautiful. Mine is growing like crazy. It's so happy. It's humongous. So give these guys some light, and they'll put out big leaves and beautiful variegation for you. These are all $20. Again, these are some of the uncommon varieties that you can now find at the big box shops, thanks to Costa Farms in this case. Urban Jungle's also doing a lot of that as well, which is awesome. We have these beautiful alocasia. I think these are Reginae. Philodendron crocodile. This is a really great easy plant, the philodendron crocodile. And I just love those bright green leaves. And this is a lemon meringue pothos. We saw some really cool pothos varieties come onto the market, and this is one of them, lemon meringue. And it just has beautiful variegation on those leaves. Some more of the philodendron tortum. Gosh, they really have a lot. So if you've been looking for them, I'll include the address in my description in case you're like in the Grand Rapids area and you're interested in coming and getting a philodendron tortum or any of the plants I showed today, because they have some really great ones. Look at these. So these are very much like the golden crocodile, except that they have darker green, and then you can like see the variegation on these. And when the new leaf comes out, the variegation can be kind of pink, hence why it's called Ring of Fire. And if you give these guys a lot of light, they will turn a pinky color. Ooh, this is a really beautiful ruby. See, look at that. Like, I would pick this one probably out of all the rubies I've seen today, because I just love that bright pink. They have some fiddly figs mixed in. They have some Monstera deliciosas. All of these nice large size plants, I think they are between $24 to $30, which is a good deal on a lot of them. They even have the snake plants here, the large size snake plants. I'm gonna be going to Home Depot next and can see like what they have as well for pricing on some of these larger plants. They have Hoya Wyetii. This is a great find. Hoya are pet friendly, $20.98. They're very drought tolerant, so if you're a neglectful plant parent, this would be perfect for you. They bloom. Just really, Hoya are so great. There's so many different varieties. This one has like a very long leaf shape. The leaves are very thick and succulent-y. This is called Napiscia. It's related to African violets, so it does bloom, but it's really about the foliage on this plant. My only advice with this one is do not let it dry out. Make sure you have soil that's going to hold on to water and keep it consistently moist. I have a variegated one of these that I found at a big box shop, and I've had a few of these that have not made it because I'm a chronic underwaterer, but now I realize, okay, it's got to stay hydrated. So keep that in mind if you're getting one of those. Some more of these beautiful begonias. Some more of the Rex begonias. Oh, and then they have this one as well, which looks a little bit different. $5.68. Wow, so pretty. Some crotons here. We're going to be seeing a lot of crotons as we come into fall. They're a really popular fall plant. They're not great indoor plants, though, I will say. They're better outside or on your porch. And this looks still like a mandula. Oh, here we go. This palm, yeah, Mandula pothos. That's, depending on where you live in the world, Mandula is still pretty hard to find, from what I've seen in the comments. We have some Syngonium. I feel bad because there's some birds that live in here, and they're fighting right now. But they've been in this Napiscia, and I think they're building a nest or something because they've been hanging out in there. Some more crotons, waffle plant. How beautiful is this Syngonium? Oh my goodness. I've been seeing some really beautiful Syngoniums, and these are great too. They're like begonias that if they just start to look leggy or scraggly or something's wrong, you can just trim them back and they'll come right back. I just did that to my chia pens, and not only did I get to propagate the parts that I chopped, but now it's like coming back from the bottom, and it didn't even have any leaves on it, just the stem. So that's really nice when plants do that. Some beautiful Fittonia. There's ivy. And these little guys, I can't remember. I think they're $6 bucks. Yeah, $5.98, so $6. Dieffenbachia, Dracaena there. See, look, lots of crotons. We're going to be seeing them for fall. And I mean, the colors really are beautiful. They're spider mite magnets, so if you do get it and put it in your house, just keep it away from your other plants. They have a lot of spider plants too, which are great. Great house plants. They are pet friendly. They're very easy to propagate. They're slightly hallucinogenic for cats, but they're just really great plants. They can tolerate lower light conditions if needed. There's some peperomia here. Variegated teardrop peperomia. Peperomia are pet friendly. Some cute fern varieties. They have these $12.98. These are kind of interesting. Their leaves look a little different than normal. Maybe they're dehydrated or something. No, I don't think so. Oh, they're really pretty. Calathea, pet friendly. The fern are pet friendly. This spider plant looks really blue, and I've heard that can happen when it's really thirsty. Also with fern, they can turn like a light silvery blue color when they're really thirsty. Some of these beautiful red philodendrons, 20 bucks. Aglaonema here. Some more of the Calathea varieties, snake plant, Dieffenbachia. Okay, so they have trending tropicals just kind of sprinkled all throughout the store in different locations. These are the pink princess philodendrons, and they have them here for $15.98, which is $5 cheaper than they used to be. Oh, look! They have, this is an uncommon plant that I'm starting to see around at big box shops more. This is a type of Syngonium. Of course, I just found one and brought it home recently, but it's, I think they have it labeled as black velvet. That's not the actual name of it though. But such a beautiful Syngonium. It'll come to me what the actual name of it is. Wenlandii. Haha. So pretty. This one is spider mite prone, so just spray it down with insecticidal soap when you bring it home. They have a little cutie staghorn fern here. I find staghorn fern a lot of times will be mounted, and they're a little more difficult to take care of when they're mounted just because they need like everyday watering because they're usually mounted in moss. But if they're in something like this, they're a little easier to manage when they're in soil. So, oh gosh, humongous Syngonium. And lots of pothos, golden pothos, $15.98 on all of these. All right, we have a lot of fun plants here. This is a Fittonia, a pink Fittonia, and it's $16.98. Then this is an interesting Syngonium. Just says arrowhead plant. It's probably Berry Illusion or something like that. Then this one's pink, which would be like a Neon Robusta. Then the Wendlandii or Black Velvet again, Neon Robusta, Pink Fittonia, Red Maranta Prayer Plant. Let's see what else. Golden Pothos. So I mentioned this the last time, but I will always mention this, that if you see the Sago Palm, I don't recommend getting this plant. And I don't say that about any plants really, except for this one, because if your pet or your kid or it ingested it, it can be fatal. And you could just get this, which is like a ponytail palm, which is pet friendly and non-toxic. So just be really careful. A lot of the houseplants are toxic, but it would just provide like gastrointestinal upset. For like instance, pothos isn't necessarily pet friendly, but it's not fatal, where the Sago Palm is. So please, please be careful. For the sake of your pets out there. Snake plant. Look at these beautiful calathea. Oh my word. They're freaking gorgeous. Xanthosoma. Gorgeous silvery Aglaonema down here. And yeah, and these are all $15.98. With the exception of this one, which is $24.98. Some more of the really lovely calathea. I mean, they have the pink one, and then they have this silver one, which is so beautiful. Here's a larger staghorn fern. And I just love the staghorn fern. And it's also a little bit more drought tolerant than some other fern varieties. Some Syngonium, a beautiful, beautiful Brazil. Lots of crotons and Dracaena. They have Scindapsus pictus. Trubii Moonlight. It's a really beautiful Scindapsus. What else? Money trees. Beautiful bamboo. Some Phalaenopsis orchids. Wow. Okay, we have some Xanthosoma down here. And looks like this is a very dehydrated Crimson Queen Hoya. Then they have Comangiana. These are $20. These look like Pubicalyx black back here. This looks like Parasitica black margin. So I've been seeing these this year, and they're nice because Hoya do love to climb, and it's just a beautiful presentation to already have them on a trellis like this. This one is Tineke rubber tree, which has similar variegation to ruby, but it's just white. Then there's burgundy over there. Lots of succulents. This one's interesting. Doesn't say much about it. It's cool looking though. Don't see anything that really stands out. Alright, lots of beautiful plants. Let's take a look. They have the bromeliads here, and they are, I don't see a price, guessing maybe $15, between 10 and 15. And they have some beautiful money trees. And over here they have the, okay, so these are the little glass growing bowls in water that were released by Proven Winners. And these usually, you can find some really good stuff, like really interesting plant varieties in this. So they have the Neon Robusta, which is the pink Syngonium, Marble Queen, just like a red philodendron. But here, you can see they have Confetti Syngonium. I do have one of these Confetti Syngonium in the Proven Winner growing in water bowls, and it's doing really, really well. So this plant does grow well in water. Oh, look, and then they've also been releasing this, which is some sort of variegated philodendron, Orangey Gorgeous. I'm guessing it's like a variegated Prince of Orange or something. Philodendron, and these are $20. Let's see, here's another Orangey Gorgeous philodendron. You can see here. Look at that leaf. Wow, this is a really beautiful Confetti Syngonium. Confetti Syngonium have splashes of pink. And Syngonium are such great plants. I mean, look at it. Sometimes they get like little chunky pink leaves. Here's that orangey gorgeous philodendron again. Wow, some good options here. Beautiful calathea. How much is this? $16. Then the croton is $12. They have Dieffenbachia. Dieffenbachia is also pretty toxic, so just keep that in mind. If you have a pet that likes to munch, stay away from Dieffenbachia. Peace lilies here. Peace lilies are not pet friendly either, but I don't know like the level of toxicity. Beautiful Aglaonema. Look at that. I love the silver. I'm a sucker for any like silvery bluish leaves. Some bamboo. Let's go over here and take a look. They have the ZZ plants. ZZ plants are literally so easy. Like if you don't like the look of a snake plant, which I just saw a snake plant somewhere, but if you don't like the look of a snake plant, go with like a ZZ plant because they're just really great. This is a beautiful Dieffenbachia. I love the little spots on the leaves. They're just so beautiful. They have, oh wow, look, Home Depot, always with the sales, $12.88, reduced from $17. You can see. Yeah, that's a really good deal on these golden pothos for $13, and they're really big. They have Tradescantia. Tradescantia do better as like outdoor plants to me. They need a lot of light. Some beautiful calathea. Look at the sunlight going through the leaves. They're just so lovely. And Aglaonema. If you enjoy like bright colored leaves, calathea are a good choice. Aglaonema are a great choice. Rex begonias. You get that like pop of color without having to deal with blooms. Syngonium. You get like a pink syngonium, like a neon robusta. It's a really cute peperomia Jenny. There's also some really nice like red philodendrons. Like this one's probably a Macaulay finale or something like that, where the leaves really do have this beautiful burgundy color to them. Some snake plants here, $16.88. I don't know if these are on sale, but I know the hanging ones are. It's another ZZ plant. Ponytail palms. The ponytail, look how cute that is. Ponytail palms are non-toxic and pet friendly. Some peace lily here. We have some majesty palm. These are pet friendly. They can be spider mite prone. I've done a care video on that. If you have one of these and you're trying to figure out how to keep it healthy and thriving. It's an interesting texture on that Pilea peperomioides. This is a cool plant. $12.98. That's a great deal on that. Tradescantia. Beautiful cordyline. Snake plant. Okay, so these are all $5.98. They were on sale for $3 a while ago, like $2.98. So I have noticed that Home Depot will do these like 50% off on proven winter plants often, so keep an eye out for that. Right now they are not on sale, but still great value for the price. They have so many Hoya. This one looks like Rosita. It says Hoya Adrift. Sometimes the growers will kind of put their own name on an existing variety. So I try to name the variety that I think it is that you could find outside of the grower's name, if that makes sense. Like this Sea Stones Hoya is Bertone, so I'll just call it Bertone because you'll probably have a hard time finding a Sea Stones Hoya outside of a proven winner Home Depot plant, but you can find Hoya Bertone lots of places. And this is a cane begonia, an angel wing begonia. So beautiful. Oh, I love it. Dappled morning begonia, $5.98. I think that's a great price for a beautiful begonia. These enjoy being consistently moist. They don't like drying out. They can easily be trimmed back if they start to get leggy. Also, Hoya are pet friendly. These peperomia are pet friendly. Begonia is not. Pet friendly Hoya. All of these are peperomia, and they are all pet friendly. Hoya, pet friendly. And down here, have a fern, like a fluffy ruffle fern. Oh, sorry, twirly whirly fern, Nephrolepsis. So I'm not sure if that is a true fern or not, because only the true ferns are pet friendly, like this rabbitfoot fern would be. Ooh, I just can't get over, it seems like they're getting better and better with their confetti syngonium and the variegation on them. The way I want to just scoop up all of these. I love them so much. The rabbitfoot fern are also really fun. Just great plants. They have orchids mixed in here. This is interesting, they have an anthurium and an orchid together. I've never seen that before. Could potentially work. Some ficus varieties mixed in here. Philodendron. They have a golden, or ring of fire. Philodendron. This is a really pretty fern. Oh my word, look at all these Hoya. Wow. What do you think? Is this a Hoya carnosa? Look at the splash on there. Ooh, I'm a big fan. Oh my gosh, there's one over there that has huge splash on it. Then this is like a Bertone variegated maybe. How much are these? $20. Very cool. Okay, I'm tempted. Like, look at the splash on that. I'm really tempted on that one. I'm a big Hoya fan. She's so pretty. Ooh, I love it. Okay, we have some other cool ones down here. The Philodendron Bietier, 20 bucks. Oh, what is this one? Maggie Philodendron. Huh, and look, this one has a little bit of what looks like sport variegation on there too. It's pretty. I don't know much about this plant. There's another one back here as well. And then there's the fall leaves. And then another Bietier. This one's Philodendron Pop Art. I'm not sure what the like standard name is for those. Very cool. Ooh, check it out. Have a beautiful Euphorbia, mint cream, 24. Oh, what a stunner. We have the blue candle cactus here. I have one of these, I love it. Mine's grown so tall. Oh, Euphorbia chocolate drop. Looks like back there. Prickly pear snow. That's the really, really fuzzy guys. Oh, they even have string of dolphins. And these look very dolphin-y. Cacti. This one's pretty. Look at all the colors in that. Money trees, Euphorbia. Look at this one. Pretty Euphorbia. Oh, they have string of hearts. Looks like they have a lot of them, multiple baskets. So if you've been looking for string of hearts, they have them here and they're only $12.98 for like full baskets. Look how healthy they are. I mean, you'll have a good time. You'll have a project on your hands trying to untangle these, but that is such a great find. Look at them all little succulenty guys. Okay, they have like string of bananas, more string of hearts. Little old man cactus here. Very cool. Okay, I'm back. That was amazing. They had so many great plants. They had some plants on clearance at Lowe's and they had some stuff on sale at Home Depot. I'll say Home Depot is really the spot if you're wanting like the best price on plants. Home Depot and Walmart seem to have really good sales going on right now. But they had the Syngonium winlandii, which was a great find. That plant was really uncommon for the longest time and like it just makes my heart so happy to see it. They had all those Hoya. Oh my gosh, that one Hoya just was so incredibly beautiful. I ended up not picking, that's probably the plant I would have picked up today. I ended up not getting anything. But that one really, really spoke to me. I also thought the Wyetii Hoya was a great find. I've been seeing baskets of those. That's so funny. That one plant looks so much like a variegated amplisimum. I can't even tell you, except for the growth pattern. It was definitely like a ginger plant or something, I think. But it had me fooled for a minute there. And I thought about like, do I even post that? But I'm gonna leave it all in there. And because some plants really look like other plants, so much so. And then the other plant, I'm 99.9% sure it's a gloriosum, but it looks like it could be some sort of philodendron hybrid because the leaves are a little bit longer. But some gloriosums, I guess, can look that way. So let me know what you think. They just had really great plants. Again, leave your comments. Let me know what plants you've been finding, because it kind of lets me be inspired. And subscribe if you want to see future planty videos in your newsfeed. We have a great community also on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. All right, thanks for tagging along with me, letting me share my planty stuff, and I hope you have a great rest of the day and that I get to see you soon. Bye.